Hi there, and welcome to TechPower. iOS 10 Beta 1 was just released to developers. There are some new and exciting features in iOS 10, so let's take a look at some of the features and see how they work. So the first thing we see, the lock screen has been redesigned, so we no longer have the camera icon at the bottom right or the famous slide to unlock text. So instead, now when we swipe from the left, we get our widgets, and you can see that the widgets has got a redesign as well. And if we swipe from the right, we get to the camera. And as before, if we swipe from the top, we get the notification center. But the notification center has also got a redesign, as with the widgets. And notifications on the lock screen have gone through the same redesign as the notifications in the notification center. So now instead of swiping or touching the home button to unlock the phone, we are advised to touch and click the home button. So we have one side left, that is the button. If we swipe up from the bottom, we get the control center as usual, but it has also gone through some facelift. And now we don't see the music controls right ahead, but if we swipe from the right, in the control center, the music controls now have its own view. In the Mail app, we have at least one new feature, that is a new button to the lower left corner, and that's a filter button to filter unread messages. So let's turn our attention to iMessage. We have a lot of things to talk about there. First of all, we now have a live view of the camera and can snap a photo without going to the camera app. But we can of course still go to the camera app and the camera roll, but this is a quick access to the camera. And we can now sketch drawings and send them away. We can send taps, like on the Apple Watch. And we can even send heartbeats by tapping and holding two fingers. And now iMessage allows third-party apps. We can now send old Mac icons, as shown here as an example. And now we have different text bubble effects. We have invisible ink, where the text is not visible when you send it, but when the receiver swipes over the text, it will get visible. And we have bubble slam, where the text is slammed to the recipient. And we have loud, where the text bubble and text gets bigger. And then we have gentle. It starts with very small text and then goes to normal. And now messages allow rich text. So if you for instance paste in a YouTube link, we can play the YouTube video right in line in the iMessage app. No need to go to YouTube to watch the video. We now also can react to messages, for example with love, like, dislike, haha, and more. Messages are now more proactive. For instance, if we're chatting about going for dinner tomorrow, messages might suggest that you want to add that to the calendar for tomorrow. Now, text can be emojifiable. That is, if we have written some text and go to the emojis, messages will suggest words that can be replaced by emojis, like so. And continuing with emojis. The emojis are much larger now. They are 3 times larger than they used to. And if you want something even bigger than that, we now have full screen effects for the messages. We can, for instance, let balloons fly around in the background. We have strobe light, fireworks, and more. There's a slight difference in the animation when apps close. If you look closely, the app icon has popped out a little bit when the app was opened. And when the app is closed, the app icon pops back to its place. And we now have a new design for folders, and the background is more blurred. I think it looks nicer than it was before. We now have a new feature in the Photos app called Memories. Memories automatically creates albums and videos out of your photos. We can see a video slideshow of a certain memory. We can see the photos from this memory and the places where the memory was taken. And then it also tries to show us related memories. The Apple Music app has got a redesign as well. The font of the title is very large, the UI is more spacious and simpler, and the action menu has also been redesigned. And as mentioned before, we now have the music controls in the control center when we swipe right in the control center. And for all the HomeKit enabled appliances you own, we now have a new app simply called Home. This app is supposed to be the home for all your HomeKit enabled appliances. But the app does not seem to work in this version. And finally, Maps has got a redesign as well, and we can see that in the navigation of Maps. So these were some of the new features of iOS 10. I'm sure there are more features to dig in, but these are the features I wanted to show you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions regarding iOS 10, just ask me in the comments and I'll try to answer as well as I can. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. See you in my next video.